What would you say to someone who might not want to go to college from your experience, Charlie?
I mean, I'm a very relaxed and supportive person. Very not, I mean, I could hear my mom's like, line of thinking and logic and everything, but I'm
Yeah.
very, but I would still, I mean, I know people that have tried that did go and didn't make it for the first year and didn't make, and the thing is like, I think that if like they really don't want to, but if they have another direction, then
Mhm.
pursue that, but just
Yeah.
don't be afraid of failure. I think that my parents, like, they struggle, like all of our parents probably did, like coming here to a foreign country, financially, like emotionally, everything. They struggled. And I know for a fact that my parents did not ever want me to struggle the way that they did. And so like I wasn't allowed to get a job in high school because they wanted me to focus on studies, and like other,
Yeah.
like not at all allowed. And then when I got a job in college, that was really like, my parents really don't want me to do that. But and I was very fortunate to not even have loans because my parents, I don't know where they got the money from, but they just paid for my school so I wouldn't have to like focus on that. So I didn't have any ounces, like any experience in struggling. So I thought that I could like, just pay for everything on my credit card. And so a lot of the hard lessons
Oh
learned that,
God.
like, so their result of me, like them, they worked so hard to not get me to struggle that it got me so used to a certain way of like lifestyle from them
Mhm.
too, that I ended up causing myself to struggle and still to this day, you know?
Mhm.
Wow.
So, but at the
Yeah.
same
Yep.
time,
That's about
it's
right.
just like, and I don't, and I look at my other like friends from high school and through college that are all
Mhm.
Filipino, but they work in high school. Like if they
Mhm.
wanted a car, they had to work. If they wanted to go to the
Mhm.
dance, they had to work. And
Mhm.
it gave them that sense. And I'm like, it's like the whole thing. If I would have just known this when I was younger,
Mhm.
I wouldn't be in this place in the terms like this. And so I do kind of wish I did have that struggling a little bit earlier in life, so that that struggle's not where I'm at right now. It
Mhm.
was unintentional completely by my parents, but it's kind of like the thing. It's like, you know, um, I don't think it wasn't stressed upon by my parents. They didn't think that they needed to stress about it. But I was so focused on not being looked at as a failure that I stuck in. I kept myself at UC Irvine. Um, and I'm very grateful that I stayed there. But at the same time, I probably could have just like, not quit and gone a different direction and be in a just as fine place.
Mhm.
So it isn't for everybody. College isn't. It's not for everybody. You do
Mhm.
need to be prepared for a different type of learning than you may be. I mean, I was a honor roll student and everything in high school, but that's just because of it's like big fish in a small pond kind of thing, even though we had a huge class. But it but my also the same thing, my high school didn't prepare me to be a college student, where other people that were joining me, their high school, like, well, how do you know this already? And they said, oh yeah, this was
Mhm.
my AP bio class. And I was like, we didn't even have AP bio.
Oh
It
wow.
was just regular honors. And so not everybody, it isn't for everybody. But of course, if my kids did that to me, I'd be like, maybe we could give it, just try, just
Just
see if you can, like don't quit
yeah.
without even trying type of thing. But if
Yeah.
you don't, I mean, like, but at the same time, if they were like, yeah, I don't want to go to school, do anything, I'm like, well, okay. But, you
Mhm.
know, I
Yeah, that would
know,
be a different thing.
yeah, it's like, I want to be an
Yeah.
influencer, like on
Do you want
Instagram.
that
No,
YouTube money?
no,
I want to
The
be
absolutely not.
a
YouTube money.
Pokemon Go
You know,
player.
yeah, that's why. And
TikTok's the
so, I
new
mean,
thing,
the
man.
thing is
Twitch
like
streamer.
is that people are making money from doing those things, and so it's just
Mhm.
kind of
Mhm.
like,
But
oh,
those are
it's
still the
hard.
top 1%. That's so difficult.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
That's
so,
true.
but
No,
I
that's true.
think communicating that
Mhm.
effectively is the new
Mhm.
challenge now. Like that we have, because we have experiences of being told these things and knowing the result of it, and
Yeah.
being able to do that for not even your own kids, but for other people that are looking towards
Yeah.
you for that advice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but I would say, like, if you have the opportunity, go for it, because yeah, it's beyond just that degree that you get. I
Right.
barely got my
That's true.
degree, so but I did learn a lot. So yeah,
It's definitely
awesome.
you get more than just an education
exactly. Yeah,
out
exactly.
of university,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think I agree with you. Like, I think it's just one of those things. It's like you don't have to go to university.
Mm-mm.
Whatever you get involved in, you just go
Just do
all
it.
in.
Yeah.
Go all in. Don't
Mhm.
be scared
hmm
to fail. I totally agree with that. And you
I think
just
that's
go
the
all
one
in and
thing,
do
is
it.
that, like, I was so afraid of failure, or being afraid of that it uh but at the same time, it luckily worked out for me. But it's not going to
Yeah.
work out like that for,
Mhm.
you know um
For a lot of
I mean, I
people.
know that if I were who I was now, trying to apply for my job,
Yeah.
it would be, like, almost nearly impossible, because there's a lot more people that are, like, more conscious. Like, this is the kind of job that a lot of environmental studies students want to get, type of
Mhm.
thing.
Mhm.
Even though it's just a really basic lab job, but still, it's very I was not part of that at all, that line of science. I didn't take a single
Yeah.
environmental studies class, and I'm working with nothing but environmental scientists.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah.
Nice.